This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for September 14, 2023. And in the news this evening, Mason accused of stabbing man to death during dispute at a bar. A 43-year-old Mason was slapped with murder charges following the stabbing death of a man during a dispute at a bar in Stony Hill, St. Andrew last month. Charged is Mark Barrett of Erie Castle Road, Stony Hill in the parish. Dead is 34-year-old Brian Morris, a teller of Golden Spring District in Stony Hill, St. Andrew. Reports from the police are that about 11:45 p.m., Barrett and Morris were at a bar when a dispute developed between them. During the altercation, Morris was stabbed multiple times. Morris ran from the bar and collapsed along the roadway. The police were alerted, and upon their arrival, Morris was seen lying on the ground in blood. He was transported to hospital, where he later died. On Tuesday, September 5, Barrett was taken into custody, interviewed, and later charged. A 20-year-old man has been charged after a pistol and ammunition were allegedly found in his possession on 1st Street, Trenchtown in Kingston on Wednesday. Charged with possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition is Tavari Faley, otherwise called the Tav, of 4th Street in the parish. Reports from the Denham Town Police are that about 4:50 p.m., lawmen were on a patrol in the area when Faley was seen walking along the roadway. Upon seeing the police, his behavior aroused the suspicion of the lawmen. He was accosted, searched, and a 9mm pistol, along with a magazine containing 2 9mm rounds, was seized, the police said. He was taken into custody and subsequently charged. Free toll use on Maypen to Williamsfield leg of highway until end of year. Motorists eager to use the Maypen to Williamsfield leg of Highway 2000 will be able to do so without paying a toll until December 31, 2023. Prime Minister Andrew Holness made the announcement during the official opening ceremony for the highway on Thursday. The government has taken the decision to start tolling on December 31, 2023, he said. The highway was said to be opened at 4 p.m. today. The Maypen to Williamsfield Highway project, which will reduce travel time from Kingston to Mandeville and other points west, was originally scheduled for completion in October 2022. This was then changed to January 2023 and later to March 2023. The highway project includes the design and the construction of approximately 23 kilometers of a 4-lane arterial divided highway on a new alignment and the upgrading of approximately 5 kilometers of the existing Melrose Hill bypass to a 4-lane rural arterial divided highway. Guy blasts the government for challenges in dengue testing. Opposition spokesman on health Dr. Maurice Guy has blasted the government for the challenges it is experiencing in conducting testing for dengue, arguing that this is due to a failure of the Ministry of Health to plan ahead. Dr. Guy said there is usually an increase in dengue cases from June to November. The Ministry of Health said while PCR testing for dengue is available at the National Public Health Lab, the reagent for the antibody testing is unavailable.
An issue that is also a reactive issue. I mean, if we knew that, let's make preparation for it. Just like we say, hurricane season is between June and November, right? And you make certain preparations. You make preparations to have this reagent in place and not at the last make you bawling out and hollering that we can't find any. The suppliers can't give us any until January, and we have to seek in support from other partners. If you knew that from June, you could have reached out to the other partners to say, hey, we don't have the reagents to do this testing. We are approaching the season. Can you spare us some until we can get from the manufacturers?
Police probing disappearance of firearm from gun court registry. The Criminal Investigation Branch and the management of the Supreme Court have launched an investigation into the circumstances which led to the theft of a gun from the gun court criminal registry. The news was informed that a semi-automatic pistol was stolen from the registry between July 11 and August 27. 4 rounds along with a 1 and 9mm spent casing were also stolen. The news was informed that the firearm and ammunition were exhibits in a case in which an accused man was tried for illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition before the gun court. The matter concluded on July 26, 2023 with the acquittal of the accused. It's understood that the exhibit was placed in a filing cabinet in the office of a court assistant. On August 25, 2023, investigators contacted the court's office to retrieve the weapon and was informed that it could not be located. Other senior Supreme Court staff members were questioned about the whereabouts of the weapon but could not provide a satisfactory response. The matter was reported to the Kingston Central CIB on Wednesday. Investigators have so far questioned and collected statements from several staff members of the Supreme Court. Don's culture a reflection of parenting crisis, says Samaj. Psychologist Lekam Samaj says the nation is adrift and being led by popular culture as he launched a scathing criticism of the apparent promotion of a dunce lifestyle. Dr. Samaj says the word dunce has a negative connotation and should not be made to appear otherwise. There has been public discussion about students carrying backpacks labeled dunce to schools, with some commentators urging caution in the normalization of the label. Speaking with the news, Dr. Samaj said a crisis in parenting is partially to be blamed for this direction of the Jamaican society.
Media houses and marketing people have lost it completely because guess what? People 50 and over have more spending power than those under 50. But yes, the whole culture is focused on teenagers and teens and 20s. So this would happen. The crisis in parenting and the popular culture is being allowed to make a distinction in terms of, listen, here's what is important. The nation is adrift. I love the way that the principal, his name is Uncle, he moderated his post, where he said initially that you can't come into school, but then he moderated and said, no, come in the school, but they'll have a special place for that, for those persons, and then they call the parents to come and deal with the issue.
Yes.
This also tells us that now the whole parenting and now teachers have serious impact on our children.
Cashless system at the municipal market in Falmouth is still on the agenda, says the mayor. Mayor of Falmouth, Colin Gager, says plans are still on the agenda to introduce a cashless system at the municipal market in Falmouth. In May 2019, a racket was discovered where workers were pocketing vending fees. To introduce a cashless system. This has not materialized. However, the mayor told the news in an interview today that the move to introduce a system remains active. With the strict enforcement of no vending in Water Square and on the sidewalks in the town, we have to look towards the cashless system. You see, there is an increase in vendors who now use the market for selling all their foodstuff, said Gager. The mayor further disclosed that the director of finance at the municipality has been in high-level meetings with a major financial organization on the cashless system. The meetings have been progressing smoothly, and we expect to have the system in place shortly, Gager said. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.